All right. So myself Vishal, and I'm the Palo Alto instructor. Not only Palo Alto, almost like Checkpoint, FortiGate, F5, along with that Zscaler, SD-WAN, Cisco, Versa, right? And along with keep doing the like training for the CCNA, CCNP, and CCI stuff. So I
Okay.
come to know like you are interested to have a discussion with me regarding this Palo Alto. So that's why I'm here to just have a discussion with you. Okay. So I would like to
Okay.
understand like what you are doing and what is your background, what all overall experience, what kind of profile you're working. So probably we can have the two-way communication. We try to understand to each other. I'll try to explain about the Palo Alto Firewall. You may ask the one-to-one questions as well. Then we can proceed it further. So could you please little bit give an idea?
Yeah. My name is Chandan, and I'm working as a GM IT in 3 Business Solutions right now. And I have around team of 7 engineers.
Mm-hmm.
So we have around 700 setup of PCs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at the IT as well as handling firewall. We have PF Sense here,
Mm-hmm.
NetGet PF Sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm handling that one, and I'm just for my interest and want to learn this one. So that's why in contact with one of my team member, Basant Tyagi.
Uh,
So he told me that
what his name? What his name?
Basant Tyagi.
Basant Tyagi. Okay.
Yeah, he left the organization around 2 months back. So we
Mm-hmm.
just in a meeting we talked to each other, and he told me that you are providing such training. So I'm okay with that. I spoke to the Sonia.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So, Chandan, like you are working quite senior role, right? If I'm not wrong, right? In your organization.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I understand. Understand. Okay, so thanks. So, these seven people directly report to you, and you are managing those peoples, right? And overall, all the computer 700 for your organizations and network security as well. Hello, Chandan.
Uh, Your voice, yeah. Tell me.
Means what I'm trying to say, let me check we have any packet drop or not. Just give me 1 minute. So what I'm trying to say, like the team you mentioned 7 people and the computers you mentioned for the 700, like so those all teams under you and you guys are managing all computers along with the network and security parameters as well for just maintaining that computer connectivity within the LAN network, within the WAN network, internet as well. Is it correct?
Yeah, actually, I'm handling everything right now.
Okay.
It's regarding to security perspective or network or like technical issues.
Okay.
Everything comes under my domain.
So it's more about a troubleshooting, new device implementation, designing as well, or we have the separate team in our organization who just do the designing and implementation. You guys are doing just operations, or overall.
No, no, I'm the core member who is generally involved in all those things like designing changes, policies,
Mm-hmm.
even for security. Yes, of course, for some security like for servers, support from our vendor, but that is very limited one. Generally, I make a policy for that. I make a rules for that, and accordingly we manage our network.
Got it, sir. Got it. Got it. All right. So that's really great to hear from you. So, all right. So now I have the clear understanding about you, what you are doing, and how much experience, sir. I mentioned if you, I forgot if you mentioned that totally experience 10 plus or more than that.
No, I have around 20 years of experience, but yes, of course, as a GMIT, I have around 1 year of experience.
Okay, okay. GMID and 20 plus year of experience. So thank you so much,
Yeah,
sir. I have total 15 plus of experience. You are quite senior than me. So I appreciate.
okay.
And
That's good. Thank you.
I'm very going to be glad to work with you and I'm really happy, right? So I'll try my best to give all insights about the network security infrastructures and why this Palo Alto is going to play a very vital role for the any organization. What is the key concept of the Palo Alto firewall? And what are different use cases we have and how we can implement, deploy and everything. Okay. So
Mhm.
let's start. Okay. So as we know, both of us, right? And now this is the GuiNet technology, right? And in this GuiNet technology, not only the Palo Alto, we are dealing with the almost all major firewalls, like and cybersecurity as well, because we are the
Okay.
training and consulting provider. So like Checkpoint is also very leading firewalls. FortiGate is also leading firewalls. Cybersecurity is one key things. Without cybersecurity, companies are like the helpless to secure there and do the audit and make sure like compliance is going to meet. So that's also very important. And at the same time, we are discussing with the SASE solutions as well. So if I talk about SASE solution, that is a cloud proxy like Zscaler, Prisma Access. Those are the SASE solutions. So those things are also very important for the every organization, because nowadays applications are not just limited to host in the your organization. It also shifting measure of the organization already shifted their application in the cloud-based infra like the Azure, GCP, AWS, and Alibaba Cloud and other third-party clouds also available in the market. So how
Mhm.
the behavior of IT is going to be changed, that is the most important. And if the behavior of IT is going to be changed, the culture of the employee means earlier we have in the fixed model, we have to go in the office, we have to log in from the office network, we have to access our application from the data center. So it's a traditional network. So we just have to worry about how my traffic is going to be secure from office network to data center network.
Mhm.
And if I'm going
Mhm.
on the internet, then how I can deploy the firewall and proxy to make sure my network is going to be secure. But
Okay.
post COVID, things has been totally changed, and we come in an era that is not a digital transformation era. And why is this
Mhm.
digital transformation come in a picture? Because the way of working has been completely changed. IT culture has been changed. People start working from the anywhere. Okay, not limited to the office. I can work from the airport. I can work from the like might be the sea area and the restaurant. I can work from the anywhere in my house, village area, rural area, whatever I want to do. Just I need the internet connection, and I can do my office works. So the major challenge start having those kind of the work cultures, and that was the major challenge, like how to maintain the security and integrity and the confidentiality of the network. That's the three pillars we have, right, for any security. My data
Right.
should be intact, my data should be confidential, and that should be like end to end encrypted, like nobody's going to
Mhm.
hack. So for that, we have the different set of the like solution that is going to be required in the network, and that solution basically going to solve your all problem, and that basically solution comes as a SASE solution, right? So being like the we all are the very senior people, so we should understand what is a SASE. So SASE is a secure access service edge, right? And this is just a future of networking. And who is just transformed their career in the SASE engineer, they are very bright future in the upcoming years. They are going to get a good professional growth. They have the good reputation in the company because this is the something latest. But to become a SASE engineer, what is a prerequisite? Okay, so prerequisite, you should have the networking. This is the first thing. If you are not familiar with the networking, you are not familiar with the security, then probably you having always challenge to become a SASE engineer. So your foundation should be always based on network and security. Because if I want to build a Burj Khalifa, right? Anyhow, I have to build a very good foundation. Any tall building I want to build, foundation is going to be always required. Even I want to build a small building, that also foundation is going to require. But I want to build a very tall building, my foundation should be very strong. And in the same
Yeah.
scenario, SASE is the future of the networking, future of the security, future of the digital transformation. For that, we require this network and security. So in network, we know that we are keep doing that CCNA, we are keep doing the CCNP, and we are keep doing the CCI. So most of the people are just done CCN and CCNP, not going for the CCI because of the examination cost is very high. They not have that much patience to go for the 8 hours exam, and they can do the continuous non-stop learning. And also it's like the very costly. So if passing rates are very low, so always having afraid if I'm going to fail, then I'm going to lose my all the money, almost 2000 US dollar, including everything,
Mhm.
flight ticket and accommodation and everything. So
Mhm.
that's a huge money. So people are start learning something after CCN and CCNP, that is a SD-WAN. So that SD-WAN is going to give the full flavor of the networking, and also they can learn the data center or might be the SD access networking and everything. Then they are going to become the full network engineer because they have the basic network concept, they have the advanced next generation network concept. After that, we can grow in some certain level, but after growing again, we have challenges to we become the saturation point because every field have some saturation and you have to upgrade. They can go up to 30 lakhs 40 lakh, but what about that? If I have the good experience 20 year 15 year, I can earn money up to 40 lakh, even more than that, 50 even. But what about after that? So probably companies stop hiring me because they don't have the budget. You might be have to manage the global architect, principal architect, enterprise architect kind of the role. Then you have to very vast knowledge, right? And along with that, you have the very good people management role as well. Means you have to very good understanding how to manage the people as well. So that things are going to come in picture. At the same time, you have to be technical and non-technical both. So for that,
Yeah.
probably we have to start learning and we start earning about the certification of the security. Because still I want to become the SASE. SASE, the first part completed. The second part is security. Security, we have the firewalls. These firewalls are going to give the basic foundation how security architecture is going to look like. What is the model of security architecture? How my network is enterprise network is going to be secure. And once we
Mhm.
understand the firewalls, then we move our career to the cloud security. Means we secure our internal network via the firewall. How my external network is going to be secure? The application which are hosted in the cloud, the application I'm keep accessing from the anywhere, how those security is going to maintain. That's the cloud security. So that is again going to the cloud security that we have the SASE solution, that is Zscaler and Prisma Access. So those things are going to be come in step by step, and by using those things, we are going to become a complete package of SASE engineer where I have the complete networking knowledge, we have the complete security knowledge, and that is going to boost my career, right? So one who have already done the CCN and CCNP, I'm assuming, sir, you also done that, right? Then this is the right thing to start your journey with the security. Why I'm not going to tell you just go and learn the SASE products like Zscaler and Prisma Access, because if we not have the right foundation from the day one, then probably we have the struggle. Because in the SASE platform also we have the firewall as a service. Okay, the same firewall is going to be used there. So concept is going to be integrated or delivery is going to be same. So if we not have the right skills, then again we have to learn from there when we have to take one step back again to understand the firewall concept. So that's the reason I believe you must have some idea and you decided to learn some firewall skill because you might be good in the routing switching, but when it's come to the firewall deployment, firewall configuration
No,
policy, the management NAT, and then
uh,
it's going to be a little bit new things, right, sir?
but if I'm talking about myself, routing is not a core part for me for last
Okay.
around 20 years. Most of the time, I'm not involved in any routing algorithm. But yes, for switching, I'm handling Cisco switches. So I have some experience in handling such switches. But
Okay.
routing is not a core part.
No problem, no problem, no problem. So actually routing is a foundation, right? For the CCNA level and CCNP level, but still even we
Yeah,
are not good.
initially I learned. I'm not saying that. Initially I learned, but
Yeah,
if talking about the practical experience,
I
I'm
understand.
not.
Right? Means the core
Yeah,
routing, when we talk with ISP network and BGP, OSP, British solutions, how that going to be configured in the ISP, CEP environment, that level experience you don't have, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But creating the VLAN on the L3 switches, passing the access trunk and static IP routing, access port, trunk, BTP, that you have the very good understanding, right?
Yes, yeah, that I can.
Yeah, okay. And what level of the firewall knowledge? Have you ever worked on any firewall?
Uh, Initially I started work on cyber roam in year 2015. I was worked with Jiva, and there was that was installed, and I managed that firewall, but very limited access of firewall with me. And after that, I worked on FortiGate.
40.
So
Mm-hmm.
FortiGate, yeah, Fortinet.
Mm-hmm.
So 100D. I worked on in a take experience on that, but that was also a very limited access at that time because it's installed by the vendor and everything was managed by the vendor only.
Mm.
So for last 3 years, I'm handling this PF Sense. That's a NetGet firewall, and it's a kind of open source firewall. You know very well.
Yeah, yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
handling this. Yes. So I'm using this firewall for almost 3 years, and in fact, I started another center with the individual implementation of this firewall.
Mm-hmm.
So the maximum experience I've taken on this firewall only, you can say.
Okay, okay, okay. No worry, no worry. So basically, open source firewall like the PF Sense is good for the like the beginners, right? And most of the enterprise are not using this. Okay, because if you come to the actual enterprise, they always go for the like some premium features, right? And those premium features probably we can get with the like Palo Alto that leading in the leader in the market. If you see here, let me go down.
What
So
type of premium feature you are asking for?
yeah, let me tell you. So if I talk about that, you can see here we have a lot of firewalls. Like we have the FortiGate, we have the Palo Alto Network, we have the Checkpoint, we have the Cisco, Alibaba, Microsoft, right? But in this particular like list, that is the like the Gartner Magic who basically define these all features, means the all firewall in the like they have done the survey, they done kind of the like market analysis. Based on that, they put it in the different sections. Some firewall are leader in the market, some are the challenger in the market, some are the niche player and visionary. But still open source firewall that PF Sense is not in there because we have the lot of vendor available in the market, but those vendor are only popular who have some kind of the benchmark. And if I talk about the benchmark, especially for the Palo Alto, right? Because we are discussing it, this definitely we'll discuss the FortiGate and the Checkpoint as well. So we have really some great feature. Like if I talk about the zero day attack, will the PF Sense is going to do that zero day attack? They have such kind of a sandbox and cloud-based analysis. Just asking if you can give some idea. Chandan, you aware
Awesome.
what? Like I can only say like PF Sense can do the good firewall feature if I want to do some kind of the stateful packet inspection, geo IP blocking, spoofing, dynamic DNS, reverse proxy, captive portal. We want to do the NAT translation, routing and all. But if I talk about the content inspection, if I talk about, let me show you. So if I talk about the application identification, if I talk about the vulnerability protection, URL filtering, DOS, wildfire, like the name could be different, but I don't think these advanced features are going to be available in the open source firewall, like Excel decryptions, right? These are the advanced, like we have the user ID integration, side to side VPN we can create. Like VPN is like the definitely it is possible. But if I talk about the
Side to side VPN is enabled. Many things are available already. Yes.
yeah, so but just like if something is available as open source, right, and something is very popular in the market, that must be right. We should consider they have some kind of the special feature. Like if I just go on internet, let me show you. So probably I can if I go here and try to PF Sense firewall versus Palo Alto firewall feature complaint. If you just check it, so we can see here what is available in the PF Sense and what is available in the Palo Alto. So that is going to give an idea. So you can see here like NetGet PF Sense firewall, they have different criteria. ease of setup, feature policy management. It's quite good. Logging and reporting, application gateway, concurrent connections, functionality, VPN, virtual private network, that antivirus. See, this feature is like quite less popular. And if I talk about, they are the advanced feature for this firewall. It has the high ratings. URL filtering, you can see. Ability, because the virtual, that could be the not matter because they also work on the HA. Load balancing firewalls generally not do. We can do with the help of the HA. So you can see almost they are similar. But IPS, you can see they are also good. But if I talk about content inspection, that is not showing here. Yeah, so okay. That you can download this one and we'll see that if they can give the full result.
Yeah,
Okay, they're asking some
of
picture.
course.
No worry.
Actually, that is not paid one, so definitely many features will not available, or maybe some advanced features not available. That's naturally that's not a. I don't think so. There
Yeah,
is an
so
issue, but
most
yes.
important, yeah, Chandran, I completely agree. So, like PF sense, like every firewall having the because they known as the next generation firewall. Any firewall I can
Mhm.
pick, right? Like Cisco, Alibaba, FortiGate, anything I can pick. Just we can think in this way. Let's suppose in market every phone is a smartphone. We know that,
Mhm.
right? But one phone costing 1 lakh rupees and one phone costing just 15,000, 20,000. And if I just compare with the camera quality, might be the same. Storage is going to be same. Battery backup is going to be same. Okay. The other things, if I go inside of the quality of the like making manufacturer, right? Reliability, scalability, uses when is it going to happen, how the device is going to perform, the quality of photograph, inside features, that might be not going to be same, but both are going to be smartphone category. Okay. Similarly, we have the different firewalls available in the market. Those all are the next generation of firewall, but it doesn't mean all firewall are great firewalls, and all firewall can effectively help you to protect real time virus vulnerability policy without any lag, without any issue. That's the most important. So reliability, scalability, and how robust you are, that's the most important. So we cannot compare with the iPhones with the Vivo phones, right? We cannot compare with the MI phones with the Samsung phones because they are the same quality of phones. We are going to get the low cost, but definitely at end time, if you're going to compare the live support, after sales, the overall user experience, brand value, that all not going to match. All right. So this is the how industry work. So based on that industry, this is the search that is done by the Gartner Magic, and this Gartner Magic is basically the searching like the firm, or you can say organization who did the research on the different firewalls. Based on the research, they found that these are the three leaders in the market. Means FortiGate, Palo Alto, and Checkpoint. Means they are rocking in the market. Sometime you are going to find the Palo Alto in top, FortiGate just behind the Palo Alto. So it's keep happening everywhere.
Correct.
Second. But
Mhm.
Checkpoint is always going to stay in the third position. But Raystar, even Cisco is just behind of these three firewalls. And you can think the position of the other firewall. So why? Because they have the different like the set of the comparison method, like the security performance, value for money, implementation, management, support, cloud feature, like the automations. And based on these rating, even the e-security planet, we can just go and search that this or firewall. Even we can find the PF sense also there. And if you try to compare, they are going to give that what is the performance of the firewall. Let's say we have two phones. One is the Vivo phone, one is the iPhone. Are there, they have the same kind of feature, almost same feature. But if I just go and test the performance, if I just render one video for the like 10 minutes for the editing, are they going to produce the output at the same time? The answer would be not the same, because iPhone always going to win because they have the very reliable, very robust hardware, very high processing like chips. So those are going to work very fast, and they might produce the like great result within the less time. Similar thing is going to happen for the Palo Alto also. So we'll definitely do the detailed comparative analysis when we start the course as well. And if I talk about the flavors of the Palo Alto. So Palo Alto have the different flavors. Like we have the Strata PS series of the firewall. We have the Prisma X of the firewall. We have the Cortex XDR. This is the basically Cortex XDR is just for the monitoring. And you can just monitor the networks in the real time and endpoint detection. So it's just for the troubleshooting and monitoring. We can use the Cortex XDR, and it is going to be integrated with the Prisma Access and Strata both. So this is not part of the course content for the Palo Alto, what we are going to cover. This is a Prisma Access is also not part of. This is a part of SASE solution. The next step of the firewalls. So we are going to cover this Strata PS series firewalls, where we are going to understand about how the firewall is going to be configured, how the different feature we are going to test in the firewall, how the real-time deployment is going to happen, how the different use case we are going to happen. So we are going to cover this startup PS Reserve firewall. After that, we have this particular certifications. If someone want to do certification, they can directly go and do the both certification. But this is my recommendation. No go for the PCNSA. Always go for the PCNSA because this is the next level of certification. And there is no prerequisite to do this PCNSA. So why I am going to waste my 155 USD to just go for the PCNSA exam? Because this course content is just going to cover advance of this Palo Alto certification course curriculum. Everything is going to be covered. And what the curriculum is going to look like. So in this curriculum, we are going to discuss about the platform, the architecture, where we discuss about the single pass with the parallel processing. That's the key concept of the Palo Alto firewall, unique feature of the Palo Alto firewall. And because of this unique feature, Palo Alto firewall is very popular in the market from day one. When they launched the first firewall in the market, they launched with this firewall. Because before every firewall, and still many firewall are doing this serial processing. So serial processing quite slow, not that robust, not that fast, but parallel processing are very fast. We'll understand how this parallel processing is going to work. Then we'll discuss the flow logic, step-by-step packet flow, how it is going to be happen, what is the different life cycle of the packet. So we are going to understand that also. So if I go and see this is the step-by-step packet flow. What is a slow path, what is a fast path, what is application ID, what is the content ID. These all are step by step we are going to discuss, and we understand how the packet life cycle is going to happen throughout this firewall. So this is also very key concept for us. And then after we start doing the initial configuration. So in initial configuration, we have the real hardware also. If someone want to explore, I'll show you the video how it is going, because the firewall in front of me, and even I can show you how the firewall physically going to look like, and how what are different ports we have, how we can be configured, how we can take the console, how we can do the licensing, software upgradation, account administration, and then we can move to the interface and configuration part, where we discuss about the security zone, unique feature in the Palo Alto, then different deployment method, layer 2, layer 3, virtual wire tap mode, sub interface, DSP, virtual routers. So probably this layer 2, layer 3 sub interface DSCP, you might know that. But when I talk with the security zone and virtual wire tap mode and virtual routers, could be the different things for you who not have the Palo Alto knowledge. So we'll try to understand how they are going to use in the Palo Alto network and what are the benefits we are going to get. Then we'll go to security NAT policy. We'll discuss about the how security configuration is going to happen. What is the policy administration, NAT source, destination NAT, U-turn NAT, dual NAT. These all NAT type is going to happen. These are the most important thing in the Palo Alto firewall. Okay, security NAT policy. After that, we have to understand the next generation feature of the Palo Alto firewall. because we have the basic understanding firewall, stateful, stateless inspections, understanding. Then we just have to understand the application ID, content ID, layer 7. Now we are discussing about the application. Then finally we discuss about the content, how the antivirus protection is going to happen, vulnerability, URL filtering, data filtering, and DOS protections, file blocking, wildfire. Then how we can decrypt the traffic which are already encrypted via the HTTPS. So that decryption is going to come in a picture. We understand how the certificate management is going to be happen, how the outbound SL decryption is going to be happen, how the inbound decryption is going to be happen. And after that, we'll move to the user ID. We'll see how the real-time AD is going to be integrated. So if I just open the lab, probably we'll see that. Let me see if this track is open or not. Let me open a rack if it is open. So we'll see how basically the step-by-step labs is going to be configured as well, right? So this is going to be open after some time. So
Okay.
let me close it. And then we'll see how the actual AD, real AD is going to be integrated with this Palo Alto Firewall. Based on the AD, we know that user account is going to be created. How based on the user account, we can create the policies. And that policy is going to allow some certain access based on the rules and responsibility or user permissions. And that AD is going to be integrated real time because we have the AD server. Then we discuss about the global protect site to client to site VPN, site to site VPN IPsec tunnel. We discuss about this is also most important how it is going to be configured. Every topic I can say important in this Palo Alto because these all are the very unique way to do the configuration. So it's not like I know something from past, I can inherit those kind of the skills here. No, we just have to start everything from scratch and we have to learn and we have to check in the lab environment. Then we understand how the dashboard is going to look like, what is the basic reporting, logging, and what is the panorama, how panorama is going to be integrated. And then finally, we discuss about the active passive HE setups, about the how active firewall is going to be configured, then how the my load sharing is going to happen. When I have active passive, I'm going to configure, then how my load sharing is going to happen. So those things we are going to discuss.
It's basically load balancing, like a load balancing.
Yes. Load sharing of the traffic, load balancing of the traffic. Technically, it's a load sharing, not load balancing, because we are going to
Load
see.
sharing also. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can say.
yeah, load sharing. Load balancing,
Mm-hmm.
if you say load balancing, that's equally traffic I'm sending from the both of the firewall. That we can do, but we have to like very specific. That is not going to happen always because we not know which user is going to land which firewall. So technical word is a load sharing. All right. So that to
That's fine.
understand. So let me, this is the labs, right? So this lab is going to be accessible from the anywhere. You can access from anywhere of the globe, just require the internet access. And in these labs, we have the all required scenario available. We just have to see like this is the Palo Alto Firewall, AD integration, FTP integration, Kali Linux machine, everything is there. So we have the multiple labs. We can see here, this is just one lab. So this is one lab, this is user ID, VAR labs. We have the layer 2 interface labs, tap mode labs. So different lab, multi-valence labs. We have the content ID, site to site VPN labs. We have the panorama labs. We have the active labs, active passive lab, global protect labs. How the initial firewall is going to be configured on day 0. So this lab access is also going to provide during the session, right? And that is going to be like when I just like go with this all training plan and explain the labs. Probably I'm expect you guys also do your lab. So do the real time simulation, what is happening and how we can utilize the features. And definitely we understand the basic foundation is what is a stateless firewall, what is stateful firewall, how the packet is going to be, and what is a firewall, what is a proxy. And then modules is going to be started. And after that, before we are going to module, we have to understand also the different firewalls we have. So which firewall should I use in which scenario? What are different model of the firewall available in a market? And when you use the PA220, when you use the PA220R, or might be 800 series of firewall, 3000 series of firewall, or might be the 5000 series of firewall, 7000 series of firewall. Different firewalls we have, different feature set we have. So we'll try to analyze the data set and all. And this also going to give an idea in my environment why this firewall is going to use and what kind of traffic it is processing right now. So this is how the training is going to happen. And the course curriculum, definitely it is going to happen exactly the same what I explained. But if anyone have any additional use case, because it's a shared batch, if I'm not wrong, right? Not one-to-one batch. So in the shared batch, what is going to be happen? Like people are coming in different background, different company organization. So different they have the use case. Might be your company, some have another type of deployment, someone have another type of deployment. So also we try to discuss those use case also. So at least we come to know what is happening in their organization and what is happening in your organization, what is the best practice. Okay, Chandan, right?
Yeah.
So any question you want to ask, any topic you want to understand, like because we are in the first day, so I just want to give the opportunity to you, so you can ask anything to me, so I can try to answer.
My first question is, what's the approximate price for this Palo Alto for generally for 500 users?
So this is the more about the deployment, right? So if your
Yeah.
company have the 500 users, this is the just one number. So based on this number, we cannot judge which firewall is going to be used. You can use even any firewall. A small firewall is also going to work. So we have to figure out multiple things, not only the users. User is not going to help you which firewall is going to be used. User is one
But
criteria.
what
How
type
many
of load and
users?
what was the network
What type
that
of
go
the
through that?
applications, right? Sorry. What type of the application you are going to use, okay? And where these application are hosted, okay? That also we have to understand. How much bandwidth they will required, okay? Where,
Normal in our case, नहीं मैं अपने केस की बात ही करूं. It's like that. We have suppose we have 500 people and all use on the internet, maximum internet, and suppose everything is hosted in our network, and for web browsing they use the go through the firewall, you can say, or sometimes they use calling for that particular firewall through the internet, like cloud calling, you can say.
and what other application? The calling is one application. Might be computer are initiating the connection. So if someone
Voice
is sitting
calling.
in office, right? So they are going to access the internet both. So how the traffic is going to happen? Only the internet traffic is going on the firewall, or internet traffic is also going on the firewall?
No, all traffic goes through the firewall. Correct.
All traffic, right? So the one application you told, that is the just calling. What about other application? Outlook, Teams, any other application, Citrix, might be different list of the thousands of application, hundred of application company use. Do you have the list
Yeah,
of the
Citrix.
application?
Yes, we use Citrix as well. That's fine.
Citrix as well, right? So see, actually we have to understand, right? One user when they are sitting in the office, right? So let's suppose Citrix we are using, right? So we just have to understand the application users. We have to talk with the application team as well, like Citrix who deploy the Citrix. So what is the minimum bandwidth they are going to take while accessing the Citrix for the one user? Accordingly, we just have to uh, consider for the
Multiply that.
user. Okay.
Okay.
How much bandwidth when we are initiating the session that requires some bandwidth, right? So every application requires some bandwidth. We can get in some idea. Let's suppose I have the 100 Mbps link. Okay. So I'm just giving an example, 100 Mbps link you have taken, and you think this link is working fine for my current 500 users. So I can take as a reference point 100 Mbps link. That is a one reference point. So we have to figure out a firewall who can support at least 100 Mbps link. Okay. You got my point? So you can see, like, just an example, this is the PA200 firewall. They can maximum give the 100 Mbps for the IPsec tunnels. Definitely on firewall
For VPN.
VPNs, right? So if my traffic is going via the VPNs and that is only 100 Mbps, so I don't think this is the right firewall, okay, for your organization. So definitely we have to move to the next firewall. So one more thing, one application, one user have the multiple applications, so they have to create multiple sessions as well. Okay. So multiple says this firewall have the limitation maximum 64,000 session is going to be created. So might be you have the 500 users, so that's a very less session because PA200 is the best practice for the 10 to 15 users, 20 users, not for the 500 users. So because they have to create the multiple session, all you don't know what they're going to open a browser. Every browser, every application have the one session or multiple session because the concurrent session is going to be created. Whenever they're going to enter any, so it's going to be n number, thousands of sessions. So based on like how many policy, based on the right requirement, 250 policy only you can create. So that's also not a good choice. So in my scenario, any medium range of the offices, when have the more than 100 user, we can always use like either 820 firewall or 3020 firewall. For the 500 users, it's a good idea to also you have to think about the future point of view. Okay. So this is something we have to work on the Palo Alto tools, right? And we have to take the, when you just buy the professional services for the Palo Alto and you procure the hardwares as well. So they have the clear guideline as well. We'll see that how the guideline is going to look like. And based on the guideline, if you want to fill their forms, right? And you provide that your all consent, they are going to recommend you which firewall is going to be used, but they will charge the professional services. Okay. It's not a free for your assessment. But being a company architect, company designer, you can just think about what is my current user like behavior, how many are they going to use, and you just have to go with the data set. And I think like if you have that much requirement, like you want to make the 400 Mbps VPN connection, and you think like future also 5 years it's a good, then I can go with this. If you're thinking more than that, then you can just go for this 3220. It's like n number of like you can see 2.
What's the approximate cost for this firewall? 820.
820, it's depend vendor to vendor. You have to take the quotation from different vendor. Probably someone is going to get the lower cost, someone is a higher cost. So you have to place the quotations. Okay. So we have the multiple vendor available, channel partners for the Palo Alto selling the firewalls. So similar to
But
the like,
just for my knowledge, I just want to know the approx price.
okay, the approx cost of the firewall is, let me show you. So 820 firewall cost in India, let's see that it is going to be it is authorized dealer also. So you can take they not show the price directly. They ask detail, okay. See, this is asking details. So I have that, but I just asked the firewalls that was one of the company they have delivered to us. So that was the basically you can consider as the used firewall, not a new firewall, because when you purchase the new firewall, we have to valid contract as well. So probably it's going to be costly, around 2 plus or around 2 lakh. But let me show you how many dollar it's showing in India. This could be the 70,000 in Surat. This could be the, I'm not sure.
In
This
Surat.
is the,
You mean to say it's approximate 80 to 1 lakh, you can say.
Yeah, it's going to be around 1.5 lakh or 2 lakh. That was happening in the last organization. We did the quotation for the Germany client. So that time that was the cost if I convert US to the local currency.
Okay.
But India I never procure, so I don't have exact figure, but we can just search it out. They will provide even. You just go in the Palo Alto, you find the quotation, the sales team will reach out to you and they're going to provide that. No problem for that.
And what's the recurring cost approximate?
What is the
Recurring cost?
Recurring cost is a licensing cost, nothing more than that. You just have
Subscription or something else
subscription.
that
You
they
have
yearly.
to, yes, just you have to pay for subscriptions. No other recurring cost. So main is the licensing and subscription cost you have to pay. So it's totally depend. You have to take the how many subscriptions, what are the support you want to, premium support, normal support, right? You want to take SD-WAN license, you want to take some kind of the wildfire license, zero data, other URL filtering license, threat prevention license. So for that you have to pay global product license. So based on the license you have to pay, and these license are going to be might be the 3-year license, 2-year license, or yearly license. So you have to just pay for that.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else, Chandan? I can help.
No, I don't think so right now. But yes, when we can start the class and some
Yeah,
demo class for that.
very soon it is going to be start. Probably week we are going to start 15th next week we are going to start, or might be the this week also. So I need to check like what is the current pipelines timeline for this particular Palo Alto. So I can confirm very shortly, or probably Soumya is going to confirm me very shortly about the timings and all. Okay, but soon is very going to be start. This probably within a 7 to 8 days it is going to be start. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Okay. So thank you so much, Chandan, and thanks for joining. Okay. See you again. Okay. Bye bye. Take care.
Okay. Thank you so much,
Bye.
sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.